So it's been like 3 to 4 years since I've made just a normal commentary video with no like rigid topic, at the start of the video. Yeah, I just want to make a simple video, kind of like just thinking out loud for a bit. So it's been nearly like 3 to 4 years since I left, and it's still really weird now that I'm like, back, so to speak. Like, I'm really starting to like see more and more that shit has really changed since I left. It's not so much videos, but people's attitude has just really, gone a long way since 2016, 2017. And just having to like adapt to that has been a huge adjustment just in my like day-to-day life. I know a lot of people have already kind of put the pieces together, but I was originally only going to make that 1 30-second video and that was pretty much it. But after H3H3 made the, his famous speech.
I would love people saying, "Oh, Leafy, come back." I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like, the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today.
I then kind of had this idea that I was going to do it just on the weekends, something to do then, and I was uploading like once every 2 weeks, maybe once every week, and slowly I started kind of getting back into the hang of it. I was never so much into like making big videos and like that creative aspect of YouTube, but there was definitely a part of me that enjoyed just the grind of it, right? Which is kind of weird, right? Because I know a lot of the people, it's like the exact opposite, but no, I definitely enjoyed like the grinding element of it, and I also enjoyed just like talking about random stuff, which is kind of funny because I think that kind of like bit me in the ass. Like, there'd be like several times in videos where I'd just like go off on a tangent about like a completely unrelated topic, and usually that was because I was more passionate about the, tangent. Like, there was this one time I was talking about like fucking zombies and how like impractical they would be. And this was all like in a video where I was just like shit talking some random dude. But yeah, clearly I'm not having that bad of a time because I've been uploading a lot more. Like, I want to say like 1 to 2 months ago, I ended up putting like 20% back into bonds, which, I mean, I'm not going into too much detail because I don't want to really make too like serious of videos, but just to give you like an idea, I was running an 80-20 portfolio. 80-20 means that I have 80% into the equity market and 20% into bonds. Now, most people, especially if you're young, would say 80-20 is like a pretty good ratio split. Other people would say 60-40. It all depends on how much you're like actively like watching your positions and stuff like that. But yeah, I was going with 80-20, and I think now I'm almost at like 30-70, which is like extremely modest. Like, honestly, way too modest. Like, the only person that would really have a 30-70 would be like really old people. And I'm not saying that as like some sort of insult or something like that. The reason why you would have like a lot of money into bonds is because you don't want to be monitoring all your shit. Like, if you're retired or you don't want to be checking the fucking market every single day. Yeah, you get the idea. I think one of the weirdest things since coming back that I've had to kind of adjust to was just kind of getting in the right mindset for YouTube. And what I mean, like, is, when I was gone, I would have a Skype call with GameStar every now and then, and he would explain all this drama going on, right? And it's almost like he's like a car dealership, and he's like trying to pitch why like this is fucking huge. Like, the easiest example is J-Station. He would call me and be like, J-Station's fucking out of control. He's been doing all this shit, This dude, someone has to stop him. And I would just sit there and be like, why? Honestly, what is he doing that's like that big of an issue? I don't think he's really doing anything bad. He's not hurting anyone whatsoever. I would watch one of his videos, and honestly, I would find it funny, right? Like, obviously all of his videos are fake, but I would look at it and be like, dude, this guy, it's like a fucking child actor, right?
I said I don't want to be seen! Whoa! Guys, let me see it! Take it off!
What's up, guys? I've ordered everything possible from the dark web.
He got all these 10-year-olds, and he's like, bro, it's fucking real, and, he's on the grind, and I just laugh at it. But, while getting back into YouTube, you definitely have to have not so much like a complete bullshit point of view, although I think that some people would disagree with me on that, but you definitely have to kind of like get into the mindset of it. You have to, watch the videos and kind of get into the mood of like, bro, what the fuck is really going on? You know what I mean? You got to invest yourself into it a little bit to at least understand it, right? But when you start, kind of getting into it, it kind of becomes a little bit fun, especially if you're not taking it that serious, which is really weird because it's almost in direct contrast to like finances. In finances, and I'm talking about like if you go on like a Brent trading forum or something like that. I know there's a ton of like derivative trading forums where it's straight up just like a sports betting forum or something like that, where everyone's just like load up on SPY puts, load up on like SPY calls, etc., etc. But if you go on like a trading forum where people have been doing it for like multiple years, usually they have to be like smaller forums. Almost everyone there isn't trying to pitch you anything, right? They're really, a lot of the times, if you read their posts, they're not even really talking to anyone. They're more so like almost writing out a diary entry to themselves so they can like reflect on it after they actually like make a trade, because they don't really give a shit what you think. If they're opening up like GC futures or something like that, they're not looking for your fucking a second opinion on it. They really don't give a shit. They're trying to survive and make money, period, right? They're not here to play the fucking ego game. And that's why I'm never making a video on finances. I don't want to play some stupid fucking ego game, tweeting out on Twitter, oh, buy this or don't buy this, because if I'm right, I look cool. Anyone that says publicly what they're buying so they can look cool after it's all said and done does not have enough of their own money on whatever idea that they're so convinced about. Or at least like that's most of the time the case. I know there's been incidences where like hedge fund managers take a huge stance on, oh, this is going to happen in the next few days, but even then, they have incentive to do that because they're running a hedge fund, because in that spot obviously reputation is like a huge deal. And in the other cases where people are just like reporting who's changing what positions and whatnot, yeah, 99% of the time they're just looking at what the fund's actual holdings are. I mean, you go from that side to...
Alright guys, so this dark web website is called Slavery Palace, and it says all slaves are $10,000. Each slave is guaranteed to follow every one of your orders, whether you beat them or not.
And bro, you're really gonna pay $10,000 for one of these?
I have to pay that, guys. In order to set them free, we're gonna have to come up with $10,000 cash. But this is definitely worth it, man. We're saving somebody's life.
That's true, because if we save someone's life, a human's life is worth way more than any amount of money.
Dude, J-Station must be stopped. It's like, why? Why does he actually need to be stopped? Having to adjust to it in the very beginning was, I would say, almost so difficult that I wasn't even planning on doing it. But after making, I mean, the I'm Alex video has to be like one of my most toxic videos I think I've ever made. But after making that video, and I think one of the key things was when the Gabby Hanna shit was going down. That's when I was kind of getting back into the hang of it, and I think it reflects on the videos too, which is so weird because I think I've done like a 180 since I left. When I left, I was like, alright, the YouTube was fun, I did this, but fuck this demonetization shit, and some of this drama is super annoying and tilting. It doesn't make any sense. Because after just taking a step back, it's almost embarrassing how like tunnel visioned I was into YouTube and how overall like serious I was, grinding this website. Even having said that, I don't really regret much. I think I stuck true to my like internal thoughts, which were, dude, I felt like I had a ticket and I was not going to be the guy that fucking dropped the ball, but still looking back, there are some embarrassing moments. And whenever I like make jokes about my old videos, I get this like feeling that I'm just shitting on them, right? Like I'm saying they're all shit, when that's not really my opinion at all. I mean, if you want my actual stance on them, I think that the people that hate my old videos aren't giving them enough credit, but the people that love my old videos aren't being critical enough of some of the stuff I was doing. There was like quite a bit of filler. Some of the videos I was definitely trying way too hard. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough now, so like there's this weird, balance issue, but who knows, man. Anyways, this video is getting long already, and my food just got here, so I'm gonna eat. Holy shit, it's been almost 9 minutes of me talking about this. Clearly, I really wanted to talk about this. I know this video is a little bit different, whatever. I don't plan on making too much of these. Yeah, I don't mind making a few videos like this where I'm a little bit unfiltered. You'll never get 100% unfiltered because I'm not going to be making daily vlogs. Fuck that. There's like no chance. But yeah, I don't mind making a few videos like this. I appreciate all the support since I've come back and whatnot. It's been a little bit weird, to be completely honest. It's fucking... like, I was just planning on making a video and leaving. This is really uncanny. Dude, give me a little bit of hate so I can work with it. I need some people mad so I can, like, use it to motivate myself or something. Who knows? Dude, I'm actually gonna eat, though. Good luck. Peace.
Do you think you're better off alone?
You know, I would love people saying, "Oh, Leafy come." I would love to see Leafy come back.